Greetings. I'm Stevie C, and this is my Sandbach United save, which I've just started some little ad hoc streams just to keep the interest in until Football Manager 26 comes. Do want to give a bit of a provisor. My computer does keep crashing, so if all of a sudden the stream disappears or the game, we may find that it all gets aborted very quickly. But we'll press on, do our best. Hopefully, nothing will happen. It's already crashed twice since I was setting up the stream, so hopefully it's got all that out of its system and it'll let us just get on with the game. So, if you've had a chance to check out my first stream that I did yesterday on this Sandbach United save, you'd see that we are doing reasonably well. I'm trying to remember who we played last, and I can't honestly remember. I think it was somewhere around about Winsford United, Brockton, maybe Eccleshaw. I can't remember where we were last. But ever since then, we've had a pretty good run with just a couple of defeats in all the time that we've been playing, and I don't think we've gone too bad at all. I think it's left us in so strong a position that I don't think we're going to get caught in the league. We currently have a 15-point lead, and there's only about 8 games left to go, so it shouldn't be too difficult. 59 points, a plus 42 goal difference. I think we only need to win 4 games, and we're basically there out of 8. So, I'm more than happy with where we are, where we're going with the team. There have been a few signings. I have to show you them very quickly, just so that you are aware of who we've signed. So these guys obviously are the ones who we let go. This guy was somebody who was, in fact, actually, there's a couple here who weren't here by the time I took over the team, and they would have been really good players for us, but they were gone. So we saw obviously last time Desai, Nathan Byrne, Will Cox, and Kieran Urie. They're the 2 goalkeepers that we signed. James, we signed. Kylie Riley, we signed last time. Kelvin Blue. Now, I think I signed him just immediately after we left the stream, but he might have been there for the last game we played. I'm not 100% sure. But then the 2 important signings that we've made are Ryan Salmon, another striker. We're just struggling to get goals from the actual front man. Salmon's come in, scored 5 goals in quick succession. He's only had 7 starts and's got 5 goals already. So he's doing very well. He's an old guy though, so he's not going to be a long-term solution. But when you've got 18 long shots, a great penalty taker, good determination, no pace but a lot of strength, he is obviously going to be quite important for the guys who are running onto him. Then we have the one other signing. I've come onto the wrong page, but this is the guy. We just got him on loan. He's fast. Crossing's okay. Average crossing and everything. But his teamwork and work rate are pretty good. But we only got him in specifically because our normal left winger got an injury for about 6 weeks. So we quickly got somebody in on loan just to cover him. He's probably on paper a lot better than Toucam, but Toucam has, to be fair to him, earned his position in the squad with 12 goals and 6 assists. So that's 18 goal involvements in 21 games. You can't knock that. That's really good. And working alongside him, as you can see, the stars have dropped on a lot of our key players because they're no longer as good as the ones that we're signing. So they've gone from 5-star players to 1-star players, which just shows you the level of the players that we've been signing. So another one who's been doing really well all season, he's got 13 goals and 9 assists, so even more goal contributions, is Michael Young, who apparently is less than 3 silver stars. Has a high potential. We've got a lot of 1s in there, but they are 1s in very technical areas. Marking's not great, I suppose, but look at his crossing, 2. Dribbling, 2. Stamina, 2. Strength, 1. So I never realised, actually, how bad his attributes really were, but they are pretty bad. Kylie Riley's been doing okay, just not really been banging the ball in the back of the net, as my computer flickered for a minute. I thought it was going to crash. So, but that's why I got Salmon in, because he wasn't looking like the player that I was hoping he would be. And Terry Kane is obviously been a key player for us, but in the long run, he's going to need to be replaced. He's 27-year-old. He's got 6 pace, 5 crossing. But he's done really well this season, so we can't knock him that much. 4 assists and a goal to his name, and it was quite a good goal if I remember correctly as well. But that's the team, and we've had to replace our assistant manager. That's what this message is, because our other assistant manager got offered a job, as is our head of youth development. So I think we've lost both of them now. So this is it took us ages to get a head of youth development, and I think he's gone already because he's been offered another job. That's going to be the way of it with Sandbach United. They are one of the smallest teams on the database, so it's not going to be a bed of roses every time we get a player or a assistant manager or staff member who's doing remotely well. Somebody's going to come along and poach him. That's just going to be the way of it. So don't forget to leave a message on the chat. Just say hello, and I will try my best to respond to you. This has not been made into a video, I don't think, like the Manchester United save was. So I don't think there'll be any sort of like time in the stream where I wouldn't be happy to just chat with you. If you're going to leave anything on the chat, I will respond to it when I spot it. I can't guarantee I will always spot it instantly, but I will do my best. But yeah, so I think we looked at our final schedule. So Osage Town, I think they beat us last time, if I remember correctly. Yeah, they beat us 2-1 in that little spell where we weren't doing very well. Now, for the teams that did beat us, I have created a second tactic. So if we go to the tactic screen, it is the same formation, but with quite a few changes. So if you look at our main tactic, we've got a positive, pass into space, overlap, defence, work the ball into the box. We've got to put play for set pieces onto the main tactic as well, actually, because with all the tall players, it makes sense. Then we've got counter press, counter attack, short kicks, etc., etc. And then high press and higher defensive line. But when we're coming against teams who are pressing us, we're going to a cautious mentality. We're going to still pass into space, overlap. We're on a standard passing rather than shorter, higher tempo, playing for set pieces again. And we're not playing out of defence or anything like that, because obviously if they're pressing us, it could lead to us losing the ball. Then in this, sorry, that's the formation. So we've still got the counter press and counter on, but this time we're going to take long kicks to clear it out, rather than if they're pressing up and trying to prevent the short kicks, we're not even going to try. We'll just hoof the ball down the field, and hopefully one of the big guys can get on the end of it. Then we've gone to a mid-block with a standard defensive line. Drop off more is a key instruction to what we've compared to the other one. So if you look in the other tactic, we've got step up, but the tactic for teams that are going to press us and try and break the line, we've got drop off more, just so that hopefully the defenders can keep that space between them and the other person, but we've still got to get stuck in, so hopefully the tackles will still be made. Then we've got the mid block, which I think is important, so that we're not trying to play a game up here in their attacking third, trying to keep them there, when actually the danger from these guys is going to be more around the middle of the park because they've got 4 or 5 attacking players trying to break our line. And that is the reason that we've created this. Now, because we lost to Alsager, I'm going to assume they're quite a pressing team and use this tactic for the next game. Doesn't mean for definite that it is going to be the tactic that will work. We have got the cushion of 12 points, so I think we'll give Salmon the game back. You can see him for the first time. Is there anybody else who I think needs to come on? So Ayinda, although he's probably better than Toucan, has been sort of like since Toucan's come back playing a deputy role, and Toucan's come back and scored a couple of goals. So, and that's something that Ayinda has not done. Terry Kane is roused. I don't know what's roused him, but he's roused. So we are favourites and should be winning comfortably. We are at home. So we're the best team in the league. So that's what I'm going to say. We should be winning. So here we go. So Evans breaking forward. Walsh and Colsey. Toucan straight in with the tackle. Gives it back to Yuri. Yeah, they're definitely pressing. You can see the 5 players forward there. And so definitely the right tactic to try. Whether it'll be good enough to beat Alsager Town, I don't know. So after 10 minutes, Alsager Town are dominating the possession, which is not something we're used to. Salmon, 17 free kicks, hits the wall, wins a corner. We are very dangerous for free kicks and corners, so we won't complain too loudly about having a corner. Tanko to swing it in. Finds Cassie, just doesn't quite win it. I think he's handballed it. So, and he's actually been booked for it. It's a bit harsh. So trying to break the line. Desai is not letting him through. Plays it back to the keeper. Lumps the ball forward, but back they come with Kelly. Then Flinders. James wins the ball back. Young coming inside. Outside of the right foot finds Tanko, who takes up Young's position. Salmon is waiting in the box. The goal number 7 of the season. He must have a cup goal as well, because I'm sure it said he only had 5 goals on the statistics. Unless it's counting for the other team that he played for, I'm not sure. I don't think it would, but it might be. But since he's come in for us, he's, like I say, he's not very fast, but he's quite clever in his positioning, and he's scored a lot of goals just like that. And surprisingly, I don't think he scored any with his head yet. I've been waiting to use the pun, rising like a salmon, but so far I haven't been able to do it. So they're still getting plenty of chances, even though they're 1-0 down. Toucan's got to be careful, he's already on a yellow, which probably means he'll only be playing half today, when we've got a suitable replacement for him who's trying to break into the first team. It's a good excuse to give him an opportunity, as Byrne outside of the box gets tackled, but Toucan retrieves the ball. Byrne, James, Toucan, Kane, can he swing across him? Kept us waiting. It did finally come in, but did get blocked. And out it comes again. Kane chasing back. That's good work. Byrne picks up the ball, passes it back to the keeper. Ball goes long towards Salmon. Doesn't contend for it, but Young picks up the loose ball. Charging forward, finds Salmon, who was probably offside. But that's good play. I'm happy with what I'm seeing so far. James. I think that was Kane who lumps it into the far post. Young doesn't win it, but Blue nearly scored. Tanko. Crosses it. Cassie nearly wins the header, but not quite. So it took a while for us to start dominating on the chances front, but we are there now. We're looking pretty dangerous. Here's a corner for Alsager Town. To be honest, I've been disappointed with our defending of corners. We've not been anywhere near as dominant as I would have liked to have been. Salmon with a free kick, hits the crossbar. Blue hits the post. How can you miss that, Blue? So Hopkinson with a long kick forward. Flinders wins the flick on. Cassie wins the ball back. Young has made the tackle. Salmon holding up the ball. Not the best of passes to Kane. It was a bit behind him, but he's got the ball. And then the ball over the top. Toucan chasing. He has got in front of his player now. Now he crosses it. Young is there to just tap it in. I think the referee's flag has gone up. Ah, look at that. Absolute disgraceful decision. The line was flashing because they're basically in the same place. So we were robbed of a goal, which usually means only one thing. But it didn't happen. It nearly happened. Half time, 1-0. We're doing okay. I think we're capable of better. And that's what the assistant manager thinks as well. Very good. Nice to know that me and Mark Bolland are on the same wavelength. So if we look at our tactics, I just want to check that we're happy with everything. So Cassie is on a yellow card and not looking particularly good, but Blue is looking like he could tire early. Toucan looking like he could tire early. He is obviously just coming back from injury. He's only played one full game since coming back from injury and a few substitute appearances. So Aynd can come in for him, and hopefully that will not only because obviously if you look at this, he's got 11 pace, 5 crossing. Aynd has got 12 pace, so it's not that much more, but the stamina is a bit better. Crossing's the same, but he does definitely have like the work rate and that to back it up. So hopefully that will be an improvement to the second half. So Tanko, straight from the kickoff, we're coming forward again. Salmon holds the ball up, now it gets pushed over by Newbury. So another free kick for Salmon. Waiting for him to score his first free kick. He's gone for the pass this time. Flinders, Aynd will pick up the ball. No, he's going to accept the corner. And we go to try and be dangerous from our set pieces again. It is going to be the near post. Cassie wins the header straight at the keeper. Unlucky. But so far, I think we can be quite impressed with it. It is in a position where the game could go pear-shaped. But remember, the target is 4 wins in 8 games. So not a difficult target. Even if we just won all the home games, I think that would be enough. Kane brings the ball forward. Tanko, Salmon. Salmon holding onto the ball, pulls it back to James. James, will he shoot? He unleashes one over the bar. Unlucky. So Salmon with a free kick. Nearly didn't give me time to comment on it because as soon as the highlight came on, he was taking it. So we do want to look at whether we want to make some more changes here. See, we've got a few players who are looking a little bit tired. This is a tactic that I've been using quite regular when I lose a winger or whatever, is I've been bringing on a second forward. No, let's go for a pressing forward. I think that's what we've been using. And we'll bring Kylie Riley on to take up that role. And then we've got 2 centre-backs on a yellow card. And Desai's not playing very well. So I'm going to change my mind and Blue is going to have to survive the whole game. But because there's nobody on that wing, he's going to go attacking now. And yeah, I think we'll leave it like that. But what we've got to watch is somebody exploiting this flank, and if that looks like it's going to happen, then we might have to drop him back to a more defensive position. But at the moment, we'll put him on wing back attack, and hopefully he will be able to get some space along here to get the ball into the two pretty good tall good heading strikers, so that they can stick the ball in, or maybe even Aynd, will be cutting in from the other side. So we'll confirm them changes. And hopefully now we won't get an injury or a sending off, because that will screw us up big time. It is a corner to Osage Town. They've headed it over. Like I say, we don't seem to be winning many of these headers in the back, which, considering the size of some of our players, is a little bit something that I can't understand. But Kylie Riley's just scored when I wasn't ready for it. Why did you score then? We're going to take it because we're happy with Riley getting the goal. It was a cross, I think, from Kane, who took the throw in. James gave it back to him. Looped high in the air. Riley, running backwards, managed to head it back into the opposite corner, across the goal, across the keeper. And that is 2-0. And hopefully one step closer to that promotion. But it's almost guaranteed. I don't think I've ever used two tactics in unison before, but I just became aware that there was anybody pressing us, we were struggling against those teams. So I just needed something to change to when a team was really pressing. And this seems to work, to be fair. It seems to have knocked the fight out of them. They're not pressing anywhere near as much as they were at the start of the game. They are trying to be attacking still, plenty of attacking players, but Aynd finds Salmon. That's a superb ball. Salmon keeps hold of it, gives it back to Aynd. That was unlucky. Final 10 minutes. The game seems to be drifting to a conclusion. It's usually around about this time you're going to concede and make it a little bit nervy, but good tackle from Tanko there. Kylie Riley. Tanko again, picks up the ball. Back to Blue, who swings in across. Aynd is there. Salmon is there. Salmon on the volley. Not a bad effort. They've won a corner from it. It is going to be the near post routine. Tanko swings it in. Not quite accurate enough. Connolly. Meg's his man. Cassie swings in across. He needs to be at the end of it, really. Kylie Riley. Oh, I thought he was going to head that one in like he did the previous one. Byrne wins the ball. Tanko. Byrne. I do like these saves where you're playing teams that you've not really heard of before and seen before. Just brings something fresh and new, especially in the lower leagues of England, because there's a lot of teams you know about. So there's our first win of the stream. Promotion party is nearly ready. I should prepare some promotion music really, but maybe I should have done that before I came on stream. I used to be a bus driver, so I could drive the open top bus if it comes to it. So let's see. So Abbey Hay and Abbey Hulton played each other and drew. So we have gained on both of them now. Limerick, I need a calculator to work out how much we're ahead. So 20 points. So it's 20 points, 17. So we're 17 ahead with 7 games left. So surely we can't blow this. It is impossible, surely. Droylsden have dropped down the ranks. They were second not long ago. So we've won 5 straight wins. Abbey Holton were one of the teams in that as well, so they are quite a difficult team. Go to the next match, which is Droylsden. We did struggle against these last time, so we'll probably stick on the same more cautious tactic. It'd be funny, all the domination that we've had this year, and it looks like we're going to end up winning the league by utilising a counter-attacking tactic ahead of that domination tactic. Droylsden are in a little bit of bad form as well, so hopefully we can add this one to the list, but it wouldn't be the end of the world if we failed to win this. So we've already achieved our goal for the season of a top half finish. Good to know. If you remember with my Man United save, which ended prematurely, we didn't make any of the targets. We got knocked out of the FA Cup by Southampton, which set the rumours of me being sacked. And then after that, we sort of like, we did okay. We got 6th in the league, which I thought, with the team that we had and the teams that we were up against, wasn't too bad. And the tactic was very similar to what we're using now. So that's the bit that frustrates me, is I know that the type of football I want to play works on Football Manager, but it just doesn't seem to work with Manchester United. And when we were finally just getting it and coming to a good finish to the season, we were even beating Man City 4-1, and then our goalkeeper got injured and we didn't have a goalkeeper on the bench. So we had to put in, what was his name? It was Xerxes. We had to put Xerxes in goal, and we ended up losing 5-4. And we actually went 5-4 down and then equalised for 5-5 in the 94th minute, and it got ruled out for a dodgy offside decision. So it's one of those things with it. Got to give Will Cox a run because he's only played 1 game for me. So a different keeper. Not because Yuri's done anything wrong. He's been pretty good. Just check the energy levels of everybody. Everybody seems quite happy. So no point in changing a winning formula. We'll go straight into the next game. Can't keep saying the same thing all the time. Apparently we can potentially clinch the title with a win. I don't want to put that much pressure on them. It's our chance to exact revenge. That's the one. There's not many teams that beat us in this league, but Droylsden was one, and I think Droylsden probably were the hardest team we've played against, in my personal opinion. So let's see how we cope with them today with our slightly more cautious tactic. So, Terry Kane, nearly said Harry Kane. Toucan swings in the cross, nobody's there, but Young will pick up the loose ball. Will he swing in across again? He's gone low. Salmon picks it up, pulls it back to James, he thinks he's James Rodriguez, I think, shooting from that distance. Tanko takes the corner, swings it in. Not good enough. So the defence has just let that Iber run onto the ball. Coney, Graham, lots of space, and got an easy shot away. Cox was equal to it, but it is a corner. A little bit disconcerting how poor our defensive positioning was there. We've got to understand, though, that these are the worst of players for that kind of intelligence on the pitch. Cox wins the ball, but we're still in danger here. Thankfully, the ball has disappeared underneath the stand and then bounced back magically. So Wood with the ball at the back. Greeno. Long ball forward. Well, look at that from Blue. He's got him, fouled him. They've missed. I'll tell you what, I'd have given me a yellow card for that. but he didn't get one, so that's good. If he injured him as well, that's even better. So Graham limps off. He will come back on, I think. But hopefully we'll have cleared this corner before he does come back on. So again, we're losing out every single time. I'm going to have to check the positioning of my tall players, because there's something really frustrating about this. Oh, there's going to be a red card now. Michael Young. What is his aggression? Because he has got a couple of times he's done that, and it's not that bad. So Michael Young has gone off, and that's going to make life very difficult for us. So how do we combat that now? I don't know is the answer. Why are we playing? So I don't know what to do. You know what? I think I might just focus to play down the left, and hopefully that will be enough. The first thing we do is kick it to the right. Oh, Salmon has picked up the ball from a bit of dodgy defending and a dodgy bit of goalkeeping, but he still manages to keep the ball out. So this could be a little bit of a setback. Down to 10 men against one of the better teams in the league with only 20-odd minutes gone. A corner to Droylsden. Talentino. Desai wins the header and Kane is away one-on-one. If he can shake off the chasers, he's just been led out left a bit. Some help is arriving now. He's found James, who finds Kane, who puts Tanko through. Tanko clean through and slots it home. And somehow Ahmed Tanko, also known as the Tank, has fired a rocket into the corner. And that is 1-0. There was a great ball through from Kane, and Tanko, beautiful little run, clean through, slots it home. He shows such good composure for a guy with poor stats. He's only 16 years old, so he could technically improve. Tanko swings in the cross. Desai at the back post wins a header but can't get the direction, and that is a goal kick. So Bolland reckons we should go defensive, but I'm not having that. I'm happy with that. Keep working hard till full time. We haven't made any subs yet, have we? But I'm just looking at Desai has got quite a low rating. But I'll keep him on for now, just because he may come good in one of the set piece situations. There's nobody else on a yellow card at the moment. Oh, it says that. Oh yeah, Blue is on a yellow card. I don't know where that was when I was looking a second ago. So we could take Blue off shortly. We'll give him 5 minutes. See if he can get himself sent off before I make the decision. A long ball across to Tucum. Doesn't keep it in. That's a bit disappointing. End of the highlight. So we've got a couple of players on yellows now, so let's make a couple of substitutions. Abia can come on for Blue, and Lecat can come on for James. So far, they've not looked particularly like causing us any problems. They've got a lot of space over there for Agnew, but that's because Young has been sent off from that position. As long as he stays back there, that's no problem. Salmon pinches the ball off his man, and from distance, he has 17 long shots, or I think it is, or 18 long shots, and he put every bit of that 18 to use there with a shot from 25 yards onto the inside of the post. And that is 2-0. We are ever closer to that promotion party, and we've still got 6 games to go. The Wood with a free kick for Droylsden. It has gone wide, it has hit the wall though, so it is a corner. We have looked a little bit shaky on the corners without actually conceding any goals. In it comes. And it's a handball. Even I saw that. I should have taken him off when I had the chance, but I didn't. Agnew. Oh, great save, Coxey. Well done. Fantastic. Another corner to deal with. Try not to handball it this time, Desai. I think I need to adjust the positions of my tall centre-backs, because that would increase our chances of winning these headers. So Salmon has done well for a guy with no pace. He's been winning that ball in from defensive positions as they try and bring the ball out. And well, Coxey did so well with the penalty, but was absolutely hopeless then. Seemed to go down in stages. Jennings to Agnew. Agnew played, to be fair, what was a good through ball. Graham ran onto it, but look at that. It took so long to make the dive that the ball was past him by the time he finally did. So it is not won yet. Droylsden, who have enjoyed quite a number of shots in this game, 5 on target. And Coxey has got a good number, to be fair, 7.7 at the moment. It's just dropped down from 7.8. That will be naturally because of the goal going in. Salmon, good control. Holds the ball up. Ebir. Can he put in one of his wonder crosses? He can, but nobody's going to get to it. Wood collects. And Droylsden are going to have to start attacking now. Ebir wins the header. Lecat over the top. The Toucan. Kane, Tanko. Tanko's pass was to nobody. And all of a sudden the counter-attack is most definitely on. So we're dropping off more, and it does seem to be making it hard for them to find space behind. And to be honest, doing that is working just nicely. I am quite enjoying how these are going, these games with the counter-attacking. It's definitely nullifying the effect of the teams that pressed us. Although that defensive giveaway there is not what we want in the 88th minute of the game. So I'm going to waste a bit of time by making a substitution. We've got a centre-back on a yellow card, but he's been playing so well. I think I'm going to take Desai off because he's not been playing well. So even though he's on a yellow card, we're down to 10 men already. I'm going to trust him not to get sent off in the next few minutes. Salmon picks up the ball on the turn. Another long shot. Oh, I think he was just hurried into it by the sliding tackle coming in. So we've got tired players out there. You just got to hang on for another minute as the cross comes in. Well done, Kane. I've just realised that Toucan ended up playing a full game. No wonder he's tired. Good effort from Wood, but just over. And that should be that. Hopefully we will... Yep, that's the final whistle. That is another win. Will that be enough to see us as the champions, or will there be another game that we have to win? Although I think we could probably go now the next 6 games without a single win and still get promoted. Because surely the other teams are not going to win every single game. So another good result, especially with us being down to 10 men. Young dropped us in it a little bit there, but he is only 16. He's got to learn, and he'll just have to put that down to life experience. So as we look at it now, so 65. So we're still 17 points clear of Abbey Hay. Let's just look at the matches. Abbey Hay beat Osage Town, who we played last time. Abbey Hulton have pretty much dropped out of the running now. I think one more point would put us out of reach of Abbey Hulton, not Abbey Hay. And all the teams below them cannot catch us. So the worst we could finish is third, but we would have to lose every game, and Abbey Hay and Abbey Hulton win every game. Not going to happen. So I would safely say that we have seen off any real opportunities. So I'm not going to appeal. It was a red card. So we've secured a playoff spot, so everybody's happy with that. But there's no way we're in the playoffs. Don't you worry about that. We are way too good for that. Market Drayton. I'm going to probably switch to the other tactic for that game. I suspect that game will be the game where we win the league if we can get the win, or one of the other teams fails to win. I think that will be enough to confirm that we are the champions. We've done it so easily. I was not expecting it, to be honest. I thought this was going to be another hard slog of a save, and that was why I didn't do it all on stream and decided not to make it as any videos. I just thought it would just keep me entertained personally. But when things started going so well, I thought I can't not have some form of witness to what's been happening in this season. This is probably one of my best first seasons ever. And I don't know if it's just because I fell on a tactic trying to emulate what I was trying to do at United or what, really. But it just seems to have all gone swimmingly well. So this is not good. They're reducing the wage budget. Even though we're about to get promoted, we are running into debt. And it's because of the staff wages, really. So if you look at our finances, with 18,000, but one good cup run would wipe out that probably 5 times over. So that's all we've got to look for, is over the next season or so, try and get a couple of good cup runs, and hopefully we can get ourselves into a position where we are. So I think we can put pressure on the team. We need just one more win to become champions. So I like that one, but there's a lot of people not happy with it. One of whom's not playing. In fact, a couple of them. In fact, all the ones who are not happy about it are not in the first team anyway. So I'm not bothered about them. So, but bear in mind that our remit from the board was to avoid relegation, was it? Or was it was achieve a top half of the table. And you can safely say we've done that. I think we've done that by halfway through the season, really. Would have taken something special to drop out of the top half when we were about 9 points clear at the top. So James is suspended. So Lecat, who wasn't happy with the pressure I was putting on him, is going to have to come in. Everett will have to replace him on the bench, I think. So Cox, you can have another game. Let you have a little bit of a running goal. And Tucum, I'm going to give a rest, and Ayand can come in. Young, forgot about you. So who is Sapala, and is he any good? He's got 9 pace. That's close enough for me. Just check there's not somebody better than him. I don't think there is. So yeah, we'll put Sapala on, see how he gets on. At this level, even the worst of youngsters can do reasonably well. I mean, to be fair, he's not that young. He's 21. So he's been kept out all season by the form of a 16-year-old who has absolutely torn it up this season and thoroughly deserved all the game time that he's had. So we are favourites and should be winning this comfortably. Oh, I didn't change the tactic. Let's see how they settle. Before we go changing it, I think they're playing very defensive, aren't they? So let's go. No, not that one. We want to switch to that one. So Coxey should pick that up. Well done, Coxey. So they are trying to stop us passing out. Salmon. Beaten by Bang. I remember Bang. So I think they are quite a pressing side. Let's see how they react to us having the ball. We're standing off at the moment. Sapala. Well done. Lovely work between the two. Lecat. Ind. Squares it to Salmon. And, I mean, his positioning seems to be really good because he finds himself in those positions at least once every game to stab home an easy goal. Salmon is really becoming a bit of a revelation here, and if we can get him for another season, bear in mind we tried to sign him for £50 a week. He turned us down and went to somebody else, and we're now playing him for no money. We've got him on a loan, paying with somebody else paying his wages, and I'm more than happy with those kind of deals. So Ian with the ball. Lecat, Kane, swung in. Salmon. I thought that was going to be the moment. Lecat with a shot from distance. That was close. And we are so close to winning the league. Literally, this game will be the game that wins it for us. If we can not concede a goal for the next 70 minutes. Swung in. Dangerous. Somehow it stayed out. I don't quite know how. Not anything to do with Coxey, that was for sure. He was beating all ends up. So, a near post corner coming in. Cassie is waiting. Heads it. Just wide of the post. So, Hodgkiss. I mean, they're a bit of a fake Croatia in this kit, aren't they? It's probably the best kit in the league, I would say, but for Market Drayton. He is not very convincing with these shots that are coming in from distance. Seems to take a long time to go down. But he wins the punch there and clears it out, and it looks like now we're going to be defending. Got to get out, guys. Push out a bit. Lecat makes a little bit of an interception, but still Market Drayton have possession, but the highlight has ended. It is a tight game. Not what we wanted. We could do with a couple of goals just to put any nerves at rest. Aynd comes back to Kane, who gives it to Lecat, who gets it back. Kane crosses the ball. Sapala is going to have to chase that. It's going to come to Blue. Blue swinging in the cross. Aynd at the far post. Wins the header. Just misses the target. The ball comes into the box. Bayer wins the header. Could have been a goal, but it wasn't. So we're okay. A corner, which Tanko will take. It's going to the near post. Cassie is ready, but it doesn't reach him. Bang. Gets in the way. Burn. Tanko. Tanko with a good shot. I think he might have been offside, was he? No, it's a corner. Another chance. Near post again. In he goes. Cassie. Free header this time and doesn't get it on target. He's had 3 chances in this game and not got them on target. So Sapala needs to run into that space. Blue is heading there himself. That's good pace shown by Blue there, and Salmon once again is there for goal number 10, and lovely little tapping, well worked from Blue. He is the architect of that goal. So now we can almost certainly say we are the champions, and with plenty of games still to play. I was looking forward to the transfer window for next season, purely because of the wages that we had available to us. I think we were looking at about 200 to 250 spare, and as that, Lecat has just scored a screamer from the edge of the area. I wasn't ready for that one. Lecat has pounced. Look at that, free kick swung in. Livermore wins the header. Desai rolls it back out to Lecat, and Lecat slots it home. Beautiful. Yeah, so as I was saying, I was thinking about all these transfers and squad strengthening that I could do with the £250 worth of wages, and quite sad really, but we can't do that because they've taken all of that off us and some more. We're technically going to be over wage budget again next season because they've reduced our wage budget. You're doing brilliantly. This is our title to lose now. You'd have to concede 4 goals in this half. It's not going to happen. So Blue brings the ball forward. Feel a bit harsh for Young. He's not going to be on the pitch for the celebrations. Now here's a Salmon free kick. The best free kick taker in the league. And he's slotted it top corner. Oh, that was close. Don't know if it was saved or the corner of the crossbar and post, but it bounced back out. Could have been the moment. So Terry Kane taking the ball deep, swings it in low. Tanko with a good little knockback, but I think he was hoping for more in a penalty or something. We are looking so fit at the moment. There's no players looking tired, and we're an hour in. I am going to bring on a couple of players just because they deserve to see this moment where we do well. So I'm going to put Toucan on. I want a beer to come on, really. But it means taking off one of the best players on the pitch. And Kylie Riley can come on as a pressing forward. We'll put it as defend. Don't know why, just got a feeling that's what I want it for. But the reason I want these guys on is because most of the early hard work was done by these guys. Abir, in particular, is a real unsung hero, because what Blue's been doing today, he was doing all through the earlier part of the season. And I think he's only 16, so he's a young lad, and he deserves to be on for the party. We nearly conceded a goal, though, which might have made the party disappear, but... So, not on the same wavelength there, Salmon. Salmon was running to nowhere then. The ball had long been cut out and Salmon was still running into the box. It shows you how slow he is. He was behind time. Kane. Byrne does not win that ball, but it's gone to Desai, who could have controlled it, but decided to play it with his head. In fairness, he's much better with his head. And Morgan's got to get himself sent off now. I really hope that he's not injured, else we'll be down to 10 men as well. He's okay. Abia. Lecat. Already scored a great goal today. Byrne. Lecat. Desai and Byrne and Cassie. Nice little playing at the back of the pitch here. Foot to the far post to Toucan. Would have been poetic for him to get a goal today. Him and Young on them wings. literally made this league run what it is, because our strikers, Rafter and Davis and the likes, were not doing the business. They weren't scoring, but Young and Toucan were, and because they were scoring and Tanko was scoring, we basically found ourselves top of the league and have never looked back, really. Can't remember a time where we weren't top. Kane. A little bit ambitious, Kane, but don't worry. It's party time at the moment. We are the champions. Just with 5 minutes to go, look at it, how things are going with Abbey Hay. They are drawing anyway, so that will doubly confirm our victory if that stays the same. Whereas Abbey Hulton, they are losing, so everything is going our way. 88 minutes in. Tanko to swing in a corner. Come on, Cassie. Oh, the cat swings it back in again. Salmon rising like a salmon, but didn't quite get over it. The ball went over the bar. Can we get one more season out of Salmon if he becomes available? That is the question. I will certainly do my best to sign him. The ideal would be for him to come back on loan again, so we don't have to pay any wages for him. So here we go. It is official. We have got the title. We are the champions. First season. Loads of games left in the bag. And we are at home, lifting the trophy. Are you ready? Let's hand it over. Come on, he's doing it. There we go. Champiano. Even my dogs come over to celebrate with us. We are the champions. We won too. We won. Yes, we did. So there you go. First season celebrations for Stevie C and his team. See, I told you I could get United to the top. Just it was turned out I was at the wrong United last time. 2 goals for Salmon and a goal for who scored the other goal? I can't see. Who scored? Oh, the cat, wasn't it? Yeah, that was it. Forgot about that. It was the best goal of the lot. Outstretched arms. Congratulations. You are the champions. A terrific achievement. Well done, everybody. It's one of those talks that you can't really get wrong. So we have done it. Do you know what I haven't seen? Which we've probably missed, so I should check them out, is our youth intake. And I've just realised, because they've taken the money off us, we probably won't be able to sign any of them. So let's go to the under-21s, and they're not there. Under-18s, not there. Have we not had them yet? Maybe they're just about to come out now. So if we look at the abilities of our current youth, I don't think there's anybody there who is of any specific ability that we would be looking to hang on to. But they may well be the players we have to call on if finances continue to depreciate. We have presumably been given a decent bit of money because we're now under 18,000 for our debts. If you look at next season's budget, 625. We're currently our wages are 635. We have a committed. Sorry, that's a lie. 764 is our current wages, but our committed spending is 600. So we would technically be below, but only by £25 per week, which is not even one player. It may be 4 or 5 youth players, and that's it. So I think in the next week we're going to see the youth intake. So let's go on holiday to the next match. I may even look at getting some of our youngsters a bit of a run out if there's any in the under 21s who I think look like they've got a little bit of potential. I have to say I haven't really concentrated on them. They were all in the first team at some point, but I did away with them as we got a settled team, just because obviously there was just too many names in the pot and struggling to find who I was looking for all the time. So we've lost another member of staff. Who've we lost this time? Probably like our under 18s or under 21 manager or something along those lines. So who's Stanfield? Not sure why I'm getting that one. So Yorkshire hire Fletcher as manager. He was the under 18s manager. I'm beginning to wonder if the reason we haven't got the youth is because somebody poached our director of not director of football, our head of youth development. But we have got one, so it shouldn't be that. So we need a new under 18s manager, don't we? So let's get the advert out for the under 18s. No one coaching under 18s manager. That's annoying because we're going to end up having to play the under 18s matches, I think. So we've got some interesting named players. Let's have a look at our under 21s. So Rafter, obviously, we know about because he's played 5 games for. He's played 14 games for us this season. 15 if you count the cups. He's got 5 goals and 1 assist, so he's not done too bad. He is our third best striker, I would say. And first touch and heading is good. His height's not quite enough. It does need to grow a little bit, but he is only 16, so he could potentially do it. I think we'll definitely hang on to him, but whether he'll get any game time is another matter. After that, I don't think there's anybody else. Again, too short. Too short for the style of play that we're playing. So he's reasonably fast. I quite like the looks of him in terms of his pace. So he was at Lewis Richardson. So let's give him a little run out in Young's position. Again, a bit slow. Good mentals, I've got to say. But he's too slow, so not going to get the nod for me. A little bit too slow, but potential. I suppose tackling's good. Not tall enough for a centre back, like it's saying he is, though. Defender right and left. Pace is okay. Crossing's not too bad. Tackling's not too bad. A little bit of potential in Jordan Belcher there, but I think we've got a better in a beer. Goalkeeper who's not going to make the cut. And another goalkeeper who could potentially make the cut. He's 6'3", got good aerial reach. But we've got 2 good keepers at the moment, so I wouldn't say that there's anybody else there who sort of like looks to be immediately ready. It is weird that we haven't got any. We haven't got any youth intake. We had a youth intake report, and it said that we were going to have a good group. So that's a little bit weird. Gotta say. So what was the name? So we can sort of give some guys an opportunity now. What was the name of that guy? It was Richardson, wasn't it? So Richardson is going to come on for Sapala, who didn't do too bad in the last match. Young is still suspended, so we can't have him back. And is there any of these guys? Diver, 6'4". No, we'll leave Diver. Although he has got like half a star, which is better than some. So let's have a look at his stats. He's got 6 per headed, first touch, finishing's not great. Speed is not great. Off the ball is okay, but not brilliant. Teamwork's good. Aggression. But he is 6'4", but he's 24 as well. Flipping heck, why is he still at the club? So no, he's definitely not getting a go. On the bench, we've got Abia can come on for Blue. Connolly can come on for Desai. And Tukam on for Aynd. We want to be in that dominating tactic. Let's get to the match. Should have let Kylie Riley have a go as well. So there's no pressure on these games now. I think the next thing that we're going to have to look at is getting signed to carry on playing for us, the players who are currently here, because we obviously want to keep the spine of the team, and we've obviously got 7 or 8 players who are being released. I don't think there's any of the youngsters who I specifically want to keep, so they will probably get released as they come to the end of their contracts as well. So Williams, they are looking dangerous, but Cox has kept onto the ball there. Just watching to see whether they do look like they could be a team that wants to press us. Yannick wins the ball. Oh, that's great play from McDonald, but, well, I would say that Court set him up brilliantly then, but I don't think Court knew anything about it. It's a scorcher from McDonald, but it just sort of fell back at his feet, hitting the back of the heel of Court, who was just trying to make a run. Look at that, no idea what he was doing at all, but he gets an assist for something that he didn't know about. So I think it's obvious that we need to go back to the tactic to deal with the pressing team. Go on, Coxey. Redeem yourself. He does look suspect from these long shots for me, Coxey. So they are in control today, but I think we've all hung over. Oh, no way. No way. What are those defenders doing? And it's the regular players who have been done over here. So Connolly should have done better. He's come in, I suppose. But that's 2-0. Thankfully, it's not important, because we cannot lose. So Salmon plays a nice easy ball to Lecat. Over the bar. Goal kick. That was our first hint of a shot. Byrne plays Toucan through. Can he square it? He has found Tanko, who hits the nearest defender. But it counts as a second shot. We've been really disappointing there. I want a much better display in the second half. Not going to make any changes yet. These guys got themselves into this mess. Best they can bring themselves out of it. We've not seen anything of young Richardson yet. Tanko with the corner. Looking for Cassie, but didn't find him. Oh, that should have been a goal. But for some reason it wasn't. McDonald with a free kick. So we have won the ball out there, and we have got 2 centre-backs on yellow cards. So I might be making an early change. So Connolly deals with that pretty well. He will be coming off, I think, because it was his fault, the goal. Cassie is not playing well either. So Ball McLeod. Look at this, there's just no desire. I think they really are hungover. So Connolly can come off. Kylie Riley can come on. Hopefully a little bit more pace up front might give us a bit more impetus going forward. Oh dear. I mean, this is embarrassing, quite literally. You can definitely say we've been caught out here. Absolutely infuriating when you've dominated the whole season, and then all of a sudden you find yourself in this kind of mess. Like I say, the job's done, so we haven't got to complain too much. There's no pressure on the players, but they have been really poor today. And there's another example of it. They're giving the ball away, trying to play it out for some reason, when they're being told not to play it out. So, Kylie Riley can't win the ball, but it does come back to him. He finds Richardson. First time we've seen Richardson on the ball. He's going back towards his own goal. Gives it to Cassie. A long ball forward to Tanko. He brings it across to Cam. It was harder to miss, but he did manage it. Ball McLeod with the corner. Desai wins the corner. That looked like a handball, but he's given a corner, so he must be okay. Ball McLeod swings in the corner again. Desai, a beer. Court will chase and retrieve. Cassie, long ball forward. And back it comes. Court is chasing. Desai does well there, but it's gone to McDonald. Court had continued his run, is completely unmarked and should have had a hat-trick. I don't know if we've got one more sub, have we? And looking at 2Cam's rating, I think we'll get rid of him. So Tanko to swing in the cross. Desai is waiting at the far post, wins the header. The keeper flops on the floor, but the ball has gone over the bar. We've had the chances in this that we could have easily drawn the game, but to be honest, we've not been at the races today. Probably understandable with the league wrapped up. I think, that we could possibly expect this for the rest of the season. I don't know. Kylie Riley. Again, another header that is nowhere near the target. And that should be that. Very disappointing. Probably the first time I've been disappointed with the team all season. Maybe the Droylsden match where we played them. So we were not good enough there. And you still got to keep the standards up, even though the league's won, done and dusted. So we've affected our goal difference a little bit there, because we could have been looking at a 50-plus goal difference. And all of a sudden now, that's a little harder to reach. Just looking at how the promotion race behind us is hotting up. You've got Camelot and Abbey Hay. I mean, Abbey Hay look like they're going to make the playoffs at least. A good 7 points clear of Stafford. I mean, Cheadle, not really in the running, but they could make a late grab for one of those playoff places. So, Richardson, you'll have to do better than that, mate, but I'll probably give you another go soon anyway. If not in the next match, which is Winsford United, a local derby that we will certainly be hoping that we can win that particular game. And I seem to remember they didn't press particularly when we played them last time, so we'll probably go with our normal tactic for this game as well. It's hard if you're getting promoted in that you're back to learning what all the... So here's the players in contract, and look at this. At the moment, we're going to struggle to sign these guys. So I think that Kylie Riley is not £50 a week quality. So I'm going to set him as a player who we don't keep. As good as he is, and I do like him, I don't think he's quite there. So this is a tough decision, but I'm going to do it. Set for release. Nathan Byrne, I'm going to see if we can convince him to come back on the same wage at best. So let's offer a contract. Enter contract negotiations. Important player. Suggest. Negotiate. He's actually asking for less and for a year. So if we try and reduce that, so it's a reasonable start. That is getting frozen at £5, and that will go down to that. Come on, cooperate. We've just saved a tenner on his weekly wage. That is awesome. So Kelvin Blue is currently on £35. He's 33. So let's offer him a contract. But he is going to be a squad player. And if he doesn't like it, he can be set for release. And he's already taken a £15 cut. So what I'll just try and do, if I can, is remove them. And look at that, I'm happy with that. So you can stay because you've taken a pay cut. James, definitely want to try and keep you. So let's, I just need to check what he was on. £45. So we'll hopefully get a cut from him as well. So enter contract negotiations. Important player. Suggest. Finalize. Negotiate. Already agreeing to that. So we'll do that. And we'll just go down to 25. And then try 30. Come on, mate. You know you want to do 30. Yes, thank you. So we may well have saved £15 a week on him. I mean, these are ridiculous wages, aren't they? You're talking about £15 saving. It's crazy. So Coxey as a second choice keeper. He is definitely one that we want to keep. He's a good backup keeper. So transfer contract, sorry, enter contract negotiations. He's backup. Trying to get star player. Being a bit cheeky there, Coxie. Following on from our previous discussion, so we can't. Why won't it let us do that? So put that to there. But we'll put up the clean sheet bonus. How about that? And he's gone for it. So that's another one with a pay cut. So Dennis Toucan. I've got to be honest with you. As much as I like him, he's been a great servant this season. But I think we're going to let Toucan sail off into the sunset. He's had a brilliant season for us, and I really appreciate him. 17-year-old Tanko has got great teamwork and work rate. His pace isn't great, but he has been excellent, and he's got 14 goals. So I would suggest that he has done well. So I'm gonna try and keep hold of Tanko. What is he on? £30 a week, but he's gonna have to take a pay cut to be worth it. Preferably to about 20. So he doesn't want to leave. He doesn't want to discuss it. So I think we definitely want him to stay, but it's not letting us discuss any more at the moment. So we'll leave it at that for now. Let them guys sign, and when they've signed, to be honest, our finances should look better. Look at our committed spending at the moment, 379, and yet they're not letting me sort of like go for it. Well, that's frustrating. Oh, here we go. The youth intake has arrived. And every single one is a player who we can sign. Why is it not an option for me to get somebody to just sign them? Why have I got to do it? Finalise, negotiate. I mean, they're all going to have to be youth contracts. There's no two ways about it. Finalise, negotiate. At least that's quick in terms of what we've got to do. Not even going to look at them. I'm just going to sign them all because they're all 5-star potential. Half a star ability. So they're all identical in terms of their ability. And they will make the squad stronger when it comes to building the first team. Be nice if somebody came in and signed a few players for a bit of money, but it's not going to happen. So we ain't going to worry about it now. We're too low down the pyramid to be getting money for transfers. Everything is about free transfers. And I'm not sure how many players we just signed there. But each one of them's £5 a week. So it's not going to break the bank. So let's just look at that. What's our committed spending now? 504. So we've still got 130 basically. So we should be able to negotiate others, but it wouldn't let me. So he wants to be a ball-winning midfielder. Well, what has he been playing as? Oh, right, okay. Squad tactics, even. That's what I wanted. So we'll let him go there, and James, you can play There. How about that? Are you happy with that? Yuri can come back for this game. And Desai is definitely coming back. Abia can have another game. And we'll leave it at that for them. So we want to see an improvement today. Just check I've got the right tactics set. Yep, so that's okay. And what I'll do, I'll leave you watching the game for a minute. I'm just going to go and spend a penny because I don't need to make any instant decisions. There's no pressure on the game. Just enjoy the game. So I got back just in time to see Toucan score potentially his last goal for the club. We've obviously conceded a goal that I've not seen, but somebody else would have to tell me what happened there. Because like I say, there's no pressure on the game, so I'm not too worried about going back and seeing what happened. Tanko swinging in a corner to the far post, and Desai hits the inside of the post. To be fair, that was pretty unlucky. I've got to say, I do like having these two very tall centre-backs. Not necessarily the best defenders in the world, but, you know, good in the air. Real strong, robust guys. And they're keeping us safe at the back. Got Toucan, Kane, Burn, Toucan again. Is he going to get another? Trying to convince me that I shouldn't be setting him for a release. Tanko with another corner. It will be near post this time. Cassie with the head. We've hit the post from 2 corners in a row. Sometimes you're just not destined to get the win. I can see the debts being a bit of an issue for next season. I think we're going to have to utilise the... I'm assuming the laws are the same and you can have 5 loans. We're going to have to utilise that, I think. Try and get 5 positions covered by 0 wages. Well, if we look at this, Toucan is away with nobody to worry about at the moment. He's slowing down a bit though. giving them chance to get back, and somehow he has managed not to score. Tanko swings in the corner, not high enough. We definitely need better corner takers. We've scored a few goals from corners, don't get me wrong, but our corner stats are not particularly great. So we're not seeing anything happen at the moment, so got to bring Blue on for a beer, Kylie Riley on for salmon, and who else do we bring off? So Desai's not playing very well, so I'm going to bring Everett on, give him a run out. Cue the injury. So Blue with a throw-in. Looking for Tanko, gets bundled over, but no penalty given. Everett and Cassie are back, so no worries there. James, Blue, can he swing in the ball? He does. Kylie Riley is at the back post and very nearly gets it over the keeper, but it just clips the crossbar. Still 1-1. Time is ticking away. Winsford, I think, will be happy with a point against such a good team as they've come up against. Toucan. To be fair, we should have bowled them over last time and didn't, so they've not done too bad against us. Toucan with the cross. Riley with the header. It is a goal. The flag has stayed down. That has got to be 2-1. Kylie Riley. Another player who's just been put out to grass. Fortunately, we're not keeping you here. So it's too late to start scoring now. £50 a week, just couldn't justify those wages. Tanko picks up the ball on the edge of the area. Richardson. Toucan. Kane with the shot straight at the keeper, who does manage to hold on to it. He nearly looked like he fell into his own goal then. But this has been a bit more like it. We've not pulled up any trees, but we've definitely played better than we did in the last game. Richardson. Having a nice little run. He's not done anything yet particularly, but giving him a few games is always good. Kylie Riley gets goal number 6 of the season. Making it look comfortable now, but again, it's just a little bit too little too late for Kylie Riley. If he'd done stuff like this a few games ago, I might have been begging him to stay. But I think ultimately I want somebody, if somebody's going to take over Salmon's role, I think they need to have a bit more pace about them. I think he's got 8 pace, Salmon's got 5 pace, and I want to be looking at somebody at least 10, 11, and obviously having the physical stature to be a target man as well. I wouldn't say it was as good as we're likely to win, but it's a good performance. Well done. So 3 more games for the season to go. We will need to look at some more admin, but what I want to do is just make sure that we get these players that we've signed or attempting to re-sign, just so that we know that we've got the spine of the team sorted. But if you notice, the players that I'm trying to sign, I'm trying to get them so that they are what am I trying to say? So let's say that they are squad players, rather than starters and star players, because obviously I want to try and improve the team as well. And if I sign somebody ahead of them, they might get a bit annoyed. So we've got the youth candidates all signing. I mean, he's got good stats there, haven't he? Just bear with me while I choke. So yeah, we will have a good look at those players over the course of next season. Initially, it's going to be a case of we'll leave them to it. So we've signed all the players who are worth keeping. I noticed that the stars have disappeared on them all. So if we look at players who we need to try and re-sign now, there's not many, is there? So I'd hope to get Ryan Salmon back for next season on a loan. Ayande, do we try and find him or try and find a better one? I think we might try and find somebody a bit better. The one thing he's not been doing very well is scoring goals. So it's not the end of the world, but I would like somebody who's going to stick some goals in. He does look like his best role as a defensive winger as well, and we're playing him as an inside forward, so maybe something to do with it. All these players are going anyway. And so Terry Kane, have we offered him a contract? No, we haven't. So squad player, suggest, finalise, negotiate. So we're definitely cutting back there, my friend. Remove that, and suggest. I think he would have accepted anything because he's done us proud this season, but he's not really good enough to be the first choice. So that's why I've aimed to get him as a squad player. Kylie Riley, obviously, we've decided is going. Connolly, probably going to go. I don't think he's quite good enough. We'll try and get another player to compete with Cassie and Desai. Desai, of course, is only on loan, so we might have to try and get him or somebody in his ilk for next season. We could do somebody just with a little bit better heading, because whilst he's very tall, Desai, his heading's not particularly great. It's 7. Not horrendous, but look at his pace. 2 for pace. That's shocking. Absolutely shocking. I think we'll give Kylie Riley a run out. He scored a couple of goals in the last match coming off the bench. So we'll let him have the start today. Salmon can come on from the bench. So let's watch Brockton, just see how they're looking in terms of whether they're going to be pressing us, play long balls over the top, all that kind of stuff, to see whether we need to switch to the other tactic. So this is where you will see they don't seem to be pressing overly hard. So I think we're okay in the tactic that we're in. Toucan, sent away. Can he square the ball? No, he tried for the shot. Has been deflected behind for a corner. So can we get the early breakthrough? It's going to be the far post corner. Desai is the target. Found, but needed to head the ball back towards the opposite post and didn't. just headed it over. And that's one of the things with this particular routine, is the accuracy for getting the ball down from the two heading the ball. It's great having nice, tall, strong defenders who are able to win these corners, but it's no good if we can't head it down. Cassie's a bit better at getting direction on his header. He has scored 6 or 7 goals this season from corners. But Desai, I think he's managed to get 1 on target all season. So Healy Sheffield takes a corner, swung in, and it lands straight in Yuri's arms. He will be quite thankful for that. A free kick now to Brockton. Headed out by Cassie. Williamson, nobody really closed him down, so he was able to take a free shot, but it was a terrible effort. No problems there. Tanko with a free kick. Because we haven't got Salmon on, Salmon would have been useful for that, but Tanko, it's done all right all season, to be fair. So, but it's a corner now. Dwyer to swing it in for Brockton. And they've won the header, scored the goal. Gary Bailey. Congratulations. Bit frustrated in this because we have had our own chances and not taken them. We've allowed Brockton to come back into the game and they've taken their chance. Tanko picks up the ball. Needed to play Kylie Riley in earlier. Richardson yet to show us anything in his few games that he's played. Kylie Riley rises but can't get the ball, but we might have been given a really soft penalty here. Not totally sure why, but we have a penalty. A yellow card for the perpetrator too. Tanko takes the penalty. Straight down the middle. 1-1. 15 goals for Tanko this season. Exceptional from the young guy. We could end up losing Tanko, I think. I think he was the one who wouldn't sign, but hopefully we won't. But I can't see him being first choice next season. That's the only thing I would say. Bryce picks up the ball at the back. Byrne intercepts the pass. Richardson. Nice little touch to Tanko, who finds a beer. Richardson is heading into the box as you would want the inside forward to do. And picks up the ball. Tanko picks it up and two attempts. He managed to hit the post and then the crossbar. But it was effectively an open goal. For a guy with the composure for the free kicks and corners and penalties, Tanko should have scored then. He's obviously got reasonable technical ability to be taking all these free kicks and stuff. So half time, 1-1. It is a very even game. We're probably not doing as well as what we should, but I'm just going to say I don't like what I've seen. Try and fire them up a little bit. It's difficult when the game doesn't really mean anything. I'm just looking at our choices on the bench, and we haven't got a defensive midfielder for Byrne. So I'm going to have to bring Connolly into play. And do we bring Salmon on? Yeah, I think we'll bring Salmon on because Kylie Riley's not been very noticeable at all today. Salmon has without a doubt been the best of the strikers that we've had. We've had 4, maybe 5 different guys who we've given a chance in the role. And I would say that Kylie Riley's been second best, but he's way short of what Salmon has been. Salmon was scoring a goal a game at a time when, you know, we're just looking to seal promotion. And so he has been definitely a key part in making sure that we're able to keep a good distance from the other teams. And that ultimately left us with these 3 or 4 games where we've got no pressure because the league's already done and dusted. Richardson's been getting a little bit of a run out, but I think today might be his last one. He's not really done anything noticeable. So he'll be going back to the under 21s as Kane, Tukam and Connolly. Tanko. Nice passing around. Salmon gives it to Abia. Abia's got 3 to aim for, now 4 as Salmon gets into the box to join them. And it is Salmon rising like a salmon. We've waited and waited and waited to use that pun, but there it is in its action. We've seen it happen today. Abia with a wonderful cross, beautifully floated, beautifully curled, and look at that, rising like a salmon. We have been waiting for that. He scored so many goals with his feet, but the 6'5" juggernaut has finally got his headed goal. 2-1 Sandbach United. And they've been a little bit better this second half in controlling the game. Tanko with a corner. Kasai will win the header and... Cassie has won the header and scored. And all of a sudden, it's comfortable. We're doing okay. So they're looking dangerous, but I think we've managed to clear it out for a corner. Dwyer will take. And swing it in. So we've dealt with that pretty well. I was just checking the energy levels of my players. A little bit of pushing going on there. Now, Kane has been allowed to run out of the box unchallenged there. A little bit of poor work rate from the Brockton player, but they have won the ball back, are coming back looking dangerous, and that's 3-2. A little bit disappointed we allowed that to happen. But at the end of the day, it's a game that is a dead rubber. Look at that, nobody's picking Williamson up. And easy finish for him. So we've survived another little scare there. Into the 85th minute. We've got a player looking tired and nobody to replace him, really. So I think Blue will have to come on for him. That is the last of the subs that we have. Beer is also looking tired, but there's not a lot we can do about that, mate. You'll just have to keep going. So it's been another disappointing performance from Richardson. I was hoping that he would give us something to shout about at the end of the season, but it's a little experiment that hasn't worked. As we miss an absolute sitter. I think it was Tanko who took the shot. He has missed some good opportunities today, though. And that will be that. Another win. And we have clocked up a good points total this season. Nice result. I don't think we were as good as we could be there. We have been playing a few players who wouldn't normally get a game. So that's not too bad. I meant to look at the points total there. 74 with 2 games to go. So we could get 80 points in theory. We're already the champions. We've got a plus 48 goal difference. We're aiming for plus 50. So let's go on holiday to the next match. which is against Eccleshaw. Should, in theory, be a comfortable win again, but you're not always guaranteed. So we need an under-18s manager. Nearly forgot about that. There's a guy here who's Scottish. Alex Ferguson was Scottish, so he's obviously going to be a good manager. We'll see if we can sign him. Start at 40. Suggest. Fine. Oh, I didn't want to do that. He's now the best paid manager at the club. Never mind. Forgot to stick it back to 50 again. I mean, that Ali Jatta is the worst trader every single week. Literally every single week. He's never quite at the point where I would be sort of like telling him off or sacking him off. Because he's always above the 6. But when they drop below the 6, that's when I start complaining at them. So Young is coming back into the side. Why is Lecat there? Is that because Burns suspended? Yes, he is. So we've got no centre-back again. So Wilcox is on the bench today. Do we keep it like that? Toucam needs to be in there. So Wilcox doesn't go on the bench. As much as I'd like to have him on the bench, it doesn't matter if we were to get an injured keeper and lose a game 10-0. The only thing that I'd be ruined, obviously, is our goal difference. So if we can win by 2 goals here, as long as we don't lose the last game, we'll have achieved that goal of a plus 50 goal difference. Cassie, James and Desai. Is this just a dead rubber of a highlight? Kane has lost it to Chadwick, so I hope so. Yes, it is. Thank goodness for that. It's a corner. Tanko to swing it in. Cassie wins the header, but the wrong side of the post. It's difficult on the near post to get them on target. You don't have a lot of the goal to aim at. Tanko. James. The cat. Desai. Aynd. Kane, can he swing the cross in? He can. And Tanko is tapping it home. Nobody's got the flag up, so I think we're okay. 1-0, 7 minutes gone. Nice little move. Can't complain at that at all. So they've got us scored straight away. I was just trying to get my screen back up. It had gone off on my phone, so I didn't actually see what happened. It's a free kick. Took a deflection. Nothing that Yuri could do about that. 1-1. Congratulations, Eccleshaw. So Young, James, Blue. Swings in the cross, Kylie Riley wins the header, scores the goal, 7th of the season. Not exactly rising like a salmon. He's got a nice little dance going on the sideline there. So well worked between the 3 of them, a nice little triangle and then a good high crossing. The defender missed it. Riley managed to have his head in the right position for that to fall off it and go into the goal. 2-1. They're saying it's a tight offside. Didn't look even close to me. It's been so nice just watching the game. I mean, these have been like pre-season friendlies for me. No consequence to what's happening. You're just trying to get the game played and have a bit of fun because there's no pressure on it all. The game's won. Aynd has got the pace to burn these guys away and has done. Just not got the finish. Like I say, it's the only thing he's been lacking since coming is that ability to finish. Toucan at least had that finishing ability, which is amazing because his stats really aren't very good. So Tanko swings in the ball. It was a hard decision to let Toucan go, but I have decided to do it. Lecat with a good shot, but I think that was a pretty good save, to be honest. Tanko to swing in the corner. He's gone far post this time, and Desai has finally got another header on target, and it's gone in. 3-1. All 6'8" of him rising up and doing a superb job there. Look at that. Well worth his £0 a week that it costs us. So, trying to build from the back now, Eccleshaw. Could that be their downfall? Chadwick. Oh, they've given it away to Kylie Riley, who pulls it back to Aynd. Aynd has lost the ball. Blue. To swing the ball in, can he? He has done. Aynd is at the back post. Can't direct the header. And that should have been a goal, really. Anderson brings the ball forward for Eccleshaw. Bit of a deflection there. Easy for Yuri. And they are looking to press us, I've just realised, but with the score as it is, it's not worth changing it at the moment. If they start coming back into the game, maybe we'll switch to the other tactic. But if you look at they're not overly pressing, I suppose, but they were trying to stop us passing it out. But Aynd has actually taken that down nicely and slotted it away quite nicely. Nice composed finish. Desai is the one who sent him on his way. A little bit of a shock to the system, that goal. Just look at the way he controlled it and then slotted it round the keeper. And that's something that is not really shown until that point. A little bit of composure. And that's 4-1, 35 minutes gone. So Young, been missing for a while. Getting his first game back since that suspension for a silly tackle. We gave Richardson 3 or 4 games. And so now he's come back. I'm sure he'll be keen to finish off his season strongly. There you go, he's let the ball through, but he won't be the first to retrieve it. Jacobs with a long ball forward. O'Connell is there. Blue is chasing to get back, but he gave up. Then he realised that he shouldn't give up. Somehow that has not gone in. Between the defender, I think it was Desai, and the keeper Yuri. So going outside of the area. A header from there was never going to go in. Yuri takes control. Kylie Riley has taken a knock, which helps us with the decision of whether we can bring Salmon on for the second half. Hopefully he can hang on till second half, or till half time at least. We are practically there. Desai can't win the header. Yuri makes sure that it's not... Oh, actually, he didn't get a touch on it. I thought he did. So that's... I'm happy with how that's going. Oh, I didn't make the sub, you clown. So, Salmon can come off. Young's been pretty quiet, to be honest, but we'll not take him off yet. We'll just leave it at that. Salmon to come on. I meant to take Kylie Riley off at half-time and forgot. Amateur. So slotted home. Just missed a phone call from my doctors. That's not good. A little bit distracted, so I didn't again see. That's twice they've scored while I've not been looking. So Blinkman. Mba. Good interception from Kane. Ayand loses the ball, but it goes to Tanko. Who loses the ball? It goes to Kane. Who swings in the cross. Salmon rising like a salmon, but he's headed it over. Tanko to swing in the ball. Cassie wins a header. And that is his 10th of the season. Not bad for a centre-back. 5-2. Eccleshaw are struggling here. Now Eccleshaw was a corner. But Jacobs finds Henry. 7 minutes to go plus injury time. Coming back to Jacobs, but he's missed out. Young wins the ball. Gives it to Salmon, but Salmon was a little bit surrounded, to be honest. Almost say he was cammed in. Chadwick. Mecca. Shouldn't laugh at your own joke. That's a sign that the jokes are really bad. So Eccleshaw playing out from the back. Finds Walsh in space in the middle. Mba. Chadwick on the right. Vernon running into the box. Has been turned around. Evans on the edge of the area. Loads of space. Well charged down by Desai, and then Blue puts it out for a corner. Some very important tackles there. Just hanging on a little bit towards the end. So instructions. No, we don't want instructions. We want tactics. Just want to quickly make a couple of substitutions. The game's playing on behind us. So Abia come on for Kane. Confirm those subs and go to cautious. Just a couple of minutes for the subs to survive when they come on. If they even get chance. If the ball stays in play for the next 2 minutes, we won't even get chance to beat them. Although I think it has happened, actually. So one thing we've not seen is Salmon getting a free kick goal. Tanko to swing in a corner. Young, Ayand. That is 5-2. We'll take that as a victory. Well done, everybody. Goodness, my sugar levels are high. Ooh. So nice work, everybody. That was good. So praise Tanko, you were superb. Well done. And we've got one more game to go. And then that will be the end of the stream, I think. But we'll do a season review when we've played that one game against Stockport Georgians. It's a week away, so we'll go and do that. So we now have our under-18s manager sorted. That's the end of that one. Just check with the staff that we're okay. We've got the players that the staff that we want there. Under 21s. We haven't got an under 21s manager. So we need to get one of them as well. So have we got Byrne back, or is he still suspended? He's still suspended, which is a shame. Could have finished the season with that, but we'll keep going anyway. For some reason, I've switched my stream off on my phone, so I can't monitor what's going on. There we go. Are we live again now? Or are we back at the start? Yeah, we're live. Okay, so Sapala can come onto the bench. I might give him. Do I give him another go? No, I think I'll leave it at that. But Salmon is gonna get the nod, and Toucan for the final game of the season is going to make the start. Aubert, for old time's sake, I'm going to let you have the start as well. So that's the team. A little bit of tinkering. It's an away match. So these have not been in very good form at all. So hopefully we can give them a good tonking just to finish the match. We're in a good position for finishing with the plus 50 goal difference with that win that we had last time out, taking us over there. So, is that a penalty? Yes, it is. Tanko. Can he get number 16, I think it is, of the season? No, he can't. That's the first penalty I've seen Tanko miss, I think. Goals are flying in everywhere else, but not here at the moment. But Itodo to swing in a corner for Stockport Georgians. Good save from Yuri. It's coming back though with Dawson. Comes out to Brunelli. Jones. A lot of players to get through, and Kane has managed to keep him out. Another free kick in a dangerous position. Hits the wall, goes out for a corner. We're under a little bit of pressure here, it has to be said. I'm going to drop back to cautious. It may be too late. They may score from this corner. And they do. Could have predicted it because I've made an adjustment that was going to happen. But not very often we've been in this position, so I'll just shout a bit of encouragement to the players. Who was that on the post? Lecat tried his best to head it away. But they're coming back for more here. Stockport Georgians are in complete control of this game at the moment. They're getting free kick and corner, one after the other. They've had 6 shots to our 1. Desai and Abir and Young all on yellow cards. This is going seriously wrong for the final game of the season. Cassie plays a long ball forward. Once again it comes back at us. Kane. So they're not pressuring us, so we should be able to play this out. So this is nice. Desai. Kane. Long ball from Desai has sent Toucan through. Toucan, will he square it? He does, but he plays it like a shot and nobody could get on the end of it. So they're already trying to get me to take Tanko off. But if you think Tanko's the problem in this game, they can think again. Look at all them yellow cards at the back. Right, we're going very attacking for the second half. Tactical changes are we're going to have to make some changes at the back. We haven't got any centre-backs on the blimmin' bench. Young has had a yellow card, so he can come off. And I'll have to leave one in case we do get another yellow for one of the guys who are booked. What was that, is what I'm going to say. The game's still within reach. I would like us to at least get it back to 1-1 and get a draw. But this is a game that we should be winning. Well done, Toucan. Puts the ball out. I think that will be the end of that highlight. It is. Now another free kick. How many free kicks are they going to get? Right, I think there's one thing that I'm going to do, which we don't normally do, but we'll tell them to stay on the feet because we need to stop giving them these free kick chances. Look how many yellow cards we've had. It is ridiculous. So, Yuri deciding to hoof the ball forwards. Nobody challenges for it. We've got so many players on yellow cards. It is unbelievable. I think it's just inevitable we'll have a player sent off in this game. So Blue picks up the ball. Finds Sapala, who misses the goal. Could have done with Young in that situation, but never mind. Tanko swings in the far post corner. Desai gets it on target, to his credit, but no power on the header. James. Blue swings in the cross to Toucan at the far post. Gets his 14th of the season. Well done, young man. That will do nicely. If there's not another goal in this game, I'd still be happy. Because we didn't lose on the last day of the season. And we're going out with sensational points total. Although to win it, I believe, is what gives us 80. We would like to finish on 80 points. We're still very attacking at the moment. That might have been a mistake. They are putting plenty of people forward at least, but they're not making the runs into the box, so that helps us. So, go to positive. Back to where we were. Hopefully, we've turned the game around now. Hopefully, that goal going in will spoil their confidence. Toucan. Finds Lecat. Looking for Tanko, but the tackle only sets it off for Toucan. Blue swings it in. Toucan again. No offside. 15th for the season now for Toucan. Sensational. I'm beginning to regret setting him for release. I wonder if it's too late. I mean, it's just been sensational for us. I think after the game I'm going to try and change my mind and re-sign him. Salmon's having an awful game, so we'll bring Kylie Riley on. A striker is definitely going to be one of the priorities again for next season. If we don't get Salmon back, we'll definitely be looking at getting somebody else in. So Kane, Lecat, Blue. Tanko. So we're down to the last 12-13 minutes of normal time. Desai plays the ball to Toucan. Gets it back, but is pushed in the back. The ball is then run through. Dawson is clean through. 2-2. That's frustrating, that. That was a foul every day of the week. Desai was pushed in the back as he went to control the ball, which allowed the ball to run through him. Oh, he got kicked. So that was a foul every day of the week. The corner. The Sandbach United. Tanko swings in. Cassie wins a header. Somehow. He was offside anyway, but Sepula has missed from 1 yard out. So 2-2 draw, not the end of the world. We miss out on 80 points. That would have been nice, but we have come away with the win in the end. So if we look at the squad and the expiring, I've had a bit of a change of heart with Toucan, so he's only going to be offered a squad player though. So if we remove him and suggest, and I'm happy with that because he's taken a pay cut as well. What did we do with Young? Have we offered him a new contract? Yes, we have. So we've got Young next time anyway. The only question is Kylie Riley. So if we were to enter into contract with him, he would be a squad player as well, which he seems happy with. But the negotiations now have got to come our way. So we'll remove the goal bonus, take him down to 25. He's not happy with that, but let's try one more time. He's going for 30. Nope, it's 30 or nothing, mate. You're not worth it. Right. Okay, it was nice knowing you, Kylie Riley. But you've been robbing us of 50 quid a week for quite some time now. You're fired. So we're definitely going to be wanting a striker. I just wanted to check on the other guys who are 24. So Desai, we may try and get him back again next season, but his pace is really poor. So I will look first to see if we can get someone slightly quicker. Won't be difficult, will it? But he did okay. To be fair, I think he did okay for a half a star player. What's his average rating? 6.68 for a half a star player. He's scored some goals as well. 3 goals, 2 assists. You can't complain too loudly at those figures for a guy who was only here for half a season. But when you compare him to his other centre back partner, let me get it in position so I can find him. Cassie, he's got an average rating of 7. He scored 10 goals and 3 assists, so he was superb. So if we look at our schedule, and from the start of the season, lots of fantastic performances, especially a 3-0, 8-0, 5-1, 5-1. Loads of goals. 4 there, 3 there, 6 there. Plenty of goals. The tactic was working brilliantly. We very occasionally came across somebody who caused us loads of problems. In terms of the squad, if we go to the selection view, copy of selection. No, that's not the right one. So let's just go to selection for the ease. So in terms of appearances, Tanko was pretty much an ever-present. Terry Kane too. A few of the other guys came in a little bit later. Otherwise, they would have been up there as well. Young didn't miss too many. Occasionally, he was suspended. Then we go to the goals, and if you look, Tanko is our top scorer, and also 16 assists. Please tell me we've got him for another year. He's still not interested in signing, which is a bit frustrating. I will try and keep him on. Whether he'll be first choice next time or not, I don't know, but his mental attributes are outstanding, to be honest. He's only 17, so he could potentially develop into something. I don't know what they think of his potential. Currently operated at the right level for where we are. Doesn't say how far he can go, but it says he can improve a lot. So, like I say, I would like to say that if we can get him to stay, he may be the project for building a team around if he can continue to improve. It's a big if, but obviously he's just been fantastic with the goals and the assists. 15 goals for Toucam, 13 goals for Young. For most of the season, Young looked like the more prolific of the two. Both of them chipping in with plenty of assists as well, so you can't complain at that. Then you've got 10 goals for Ryan Salmon, who only played 13 starts and 3 substitute appearances, but managed to get 10 goals and an assist. Below that, you've got Kylie Riley, who only made 8 starts, 7 goals, so not too bad from him. And then the goals dropped down. Desai got 3 goals and 2 assists. Lecat with 2 goals. Both of them, I think, were crackers as well. Alan Connolly snuck in with a couple of goals, and Nathan Byrne scored a couple of goals. One of them a real rocket. And even Sunday Ayand chipping in with a goal towards the end of the season. Really good. Average rating, especially for the guys who have been here for 30 plus games. Michael Young, Ahmed Tanko, and Dennis Toucam, all doing very well. Dennis Toucam not quite making 30 appearances, although if you class the substitutes, then he did. But he was injured for about 6 weeks, so still made a lot of appearances considering how much of the season he missed. So you got to be really happy with the performances of the team. There is one guy missing from all of these things that I should really bring into the equation. He didn't get many goals. When I find him, it's young Stevie Rafter. 15 appearances in total, but he did get 5 goals and an assist. For a 16-year-old, I think that was reasonable. He's sticking around for another couple of years yet, so hopefully he will get an opportunity again as he ages a little bit. He's not very fast. That's the only downside to him. But he's got good bravery and off the ball. Just bear with me while I take a phone call. I'll be back. So if we go back to the league table, obviously the stages. What do we want? The league. Why can't I see the league? Round tree. Nope. Round playoff league table. That's the one I wanted. So this is how the league finished. 78 points. Just missed out on the 80 points that we were looking at. But we can't complain. We're really happy. Goal difference of 51. 89 goals in 34 games. Really pleased. And I'm looking forward to next season. I would like to quickly show you who goes up with us. So to do that, I'll have to go on holiday for a couple of weeks. So let's just go on holiday. We'll let the playoffs sort themselves out, and then we'll come back to see who was the other team to get promoted. Could really do with it being fast, because I've got to go and pick my wife up. Quite literally, when you're on holiday, this normally zooms. I won the manager of the month for April as well. I think I must have won a few of them this season. So we'll go past this Saturday and then see whether we've gone far enough to have our results in. I've been looking at the little notifications, haven't noticed anything yet about somebody getting promoted. Doesn't always do it though. So let's come back. Go to the squad page, league table. And it is Abbey Hay who have gone up with us. Probably over the course of the season, they were our biggest rivals. So congratulations to them, and we'll be potentially seeing them in the new league. I don't know how it works, what league we're actually going to go into, but presumably it's the North West Counties Premier. Anyway, I've got to close the stream there. Appreciate everybody who's popped in, and hope you're all well, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.